Hey, okay. Listen.
That's what we say every time.
Every
Every
single
time
time
before these.
we gotta start with baby cakes. Hey, baby cakes, it's time to go. I got
Come
your
on,
show
baby
right
cakes, get in the
here.
car.
Hello, everyone. We're back to bother you on another Monday afternoon. This is evening, I guess. It's 4 p.m. where we're at. I have tea with me, Puer tea, if you're looking for recommendations, and my name is Farhan Nur Muhammad. And I'm joined here
I'm
with
Michael Siciliano, and this is Devs and Diaries. We're developers, and we have a shared diary, which we write in every week. We have a fantastic first lesson that we wrote down last week. Farhan, if you could perhaps, through some sort of magic, share this, our diary.
Oh my god,
Oh.
technology? What is that? Who is he?
Who is who is technology? Um,
Jeff Bezos,
but
maybe?
as you can all see, we have a very applicable life lesson, I think, from our stream last week, which is believe in yourself as much as Smize Cream believes it's ice cream.
Which I did a
Um,
little bit of research. I pondered on that over the week, as everybody should do after one of these episodes, of course. It's a very esoteric and thought-provoking podcast we got here.
it's really best on
Mm-hmm.
second viewing.
Absolutely. And
There's a lot of subtext that will just go right over everyone's, including our heads.
oh, absolutely.
So-
The one thing I have to mention is it is actually just ice cream. I don't know why I kept thinking that it wasn't ice cream. For some reason, the entire time you were describing it, I was just like, oh, but this is an ice cream, right? I don't know where along the way I just assumed it wasn't ice cream, but for those who were watching, it is actual just ice cream with a surprise inside.
I mean, I may have said some things. Yes, I may have said some things, and I knew that this was going to come up, and I do have an apology prepared actually. So I would just like to read from this statement. I apologize to Smize Cream and all Smize Cream holders. All ingredients inside of Smize Cream are in fact food, and any insinuation to the contrary was merely in jest. And Tyra Banks, please follow me back on Twitter. Thank you.
Oh, see? There you go, right there. Hi, I'm Tyra Banks. Nice to meet you. Thank you for that apology. This was just a test. We were waiting for you to just apologize. And now, Michael Sotiliano, come on board. You're the next Tyra Banks. This is just a title. It's like 007. So, welcome, Michael. You are now Tyra.
It's like the Dread Pirate Roberts. Oh my gosh.
Hey,
Well,
congratulations. You're the one on top now. I'm gonna go retire.
have you ever considered pirating? Gosh. Well, this is living up to every expectation that we've set for ourselves so far.
It's a fantastic start. And with that, I mean, I guess we can jump into some video games if you want to play something.
Yeah, I feel like I could be persuaded to play a video game.
Oh, and you know what seems like a great idea since we're just sitting here, babbling. Some would say a blathering. You know, what are we doing?
Whoa.
We're sitting around, we're blathering. Let's play a little blather round, if you will. All right.
Wow.
Hey,
The smoothest segue
Hey.
to hit
hey.
the audio wave.
I'm only here for the smoothest segues. That's what we're here for. Segues, much like your Smize cream. You know what I mean? Smooth. There's might be a chocolate chip or two. It's a little rocky road, if you will, but
A
that's your
surprise,
decision.
a surprise every once in a while. A surprise that I will not spoil under any circumstance. And you can't make me, so stop asking.
Actually, I need to show you the code so we can get in. I made a mistake the last time of not letting Michael join.
I didn't even play that game of Trivia Murder Party 2.
It was pretty great.
I played it in the audience, and we lost.
So I'm not gonna make that
it's
mistake
fine.
again. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this is also a question advice show. So literally, if anything you want to ask, feel free. It's developer related if you want to ask development questions, or if you just want to ask us questions about whatever. And Ben has so kindly volunteered himself. If you want to know anything about Michael or Farhan, you can ask Ben. Weird person to go to, but you know, you'd think you'd go to the people that are actually here. I don't know.
Nah, I like all information about me coming secondhand through another party. I think that's a much better way.
You may,
We do have an America's Next Top Model question for Han in the chat. How are you liking it?
I am actually loving it right now. It's interesting. The question asker is actually my captor. They are the ones that they're the ones forcing me to watch ANTM, and you know what? It's gone from a force to a love, and I love it. I'm having a great time. I made my way through seasons 2, 3, and 6.
Welcome to Blather Round,
and I'm having a great time.
The game where it's hard to explain things.
Okay.
And you don't talk so good.
We're not gonna unpack everything you just said, but I'm glad that you are enjoying America's Next Top Model.
Like this one. Now, you can change
No, it's
some
wonderful.
Of these
I mean,
words,
all jokes
but your
aside, I'm not
options are
even gonna say the
very
captor
limited.
thing. Like, for real, I actually am enjoying the
Everyone
show.
else
It
will
is
be guessing.
a very good reality television
While
show.
you
It makes me
make more
sad,
elaborate
but
sentences. Oh,
I like
it's
to get-
a lot like free
That's
will, too.
life. You know, life is about the ups and the downs. And you know,
teamwork is rewarded. So talk out
what
loud
is
once
beauty if
together.
not America's Next Top Model persevering? So
Round 1, coming right
oh,
up.
good lord.
that's a
Choose from our fresh
that's a
farm to
cut,
table prompts.
my friend.
If you pick
Oh,
a hard prompt, you'll get more
gosh.
points
What's
if
going
someone
on
guesses it
from
right.
the Memphis and Mid-South area? Oh. 2 questions, actually. There was one from Lemon Moles, that says, have you ever had a dream project before, like a dream game, for example? Yes, I
time is
have.
ticking. Hurry.
I need to pick.
I like that.
My
I like that
camera.
Ben
You're
is
going to craft a
answering
sentence that describes
answering
your
the questions.
On your device, you'll see 2 word columns.
You know,
Tap
that's actually
all
not that
words
far
This is a
from
good
the
bet.
truth.
in
That's
your
no RPG.
sentence,
I know
and then
RPGs,
tap
but a stealth
submit
game where you
when
get
you're
to eat
finished.
delicious food. Oh, that would be
You
a
can always
great
change your mind.
game to mess around
Just
with.
tap
It'd
the
kind of
word
be like
again and
Hello
take it
Neighbor,
out.
but you just have to steal really decadent food from your neighbor. Just walk in. But the problem, but the thing is, like, you can't take just the plate. You have to, Sorry, I was trying to... Playing a game while talking is very
Okay.
difficult. I didn't realize
You'll be our
this.
first presenter.
Oh, I'm up first.
The
Oh,
category
how is this,
Story.
Mark? How is this algorithm determined?
It's a story about a not tall old protagonist.
And so it begins.
Flan. Jesus.
Abraham Lincoln,
Was
And a
Jesus...
spiky realm.
Was Jesus short?
BFG.
Probably. I think like recreations of his person.
You
I
know-
pegged him as a fairly short person.
Thank you.
The Smurfs. Mario.
When the presenter uses your guess in a sentence, you get points.
Mortensen.
1. An ancient ritual TV.
What a marvelous sentence.
Oh, but to answer your question for real, I have had a dream game. I've been working on an idea for a while. It's a game about light that I've been thinking about for a long, long time. I haven't given up on it or anything.
It has the same vibe
but-
as Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I mean, always something you're... I mean, Michael, do you have anything that you've ever dreamed about or like have worked on passively in the background for a long time?
Street Fighter.
The hero has
Oh
the
yeah, I think like as with most creative things, like you have a bunch of ideas that are kind of baked and you like and you vaguely work on. And
Time is ticking.
you know,
Chronicles of Riddick.
It has the
I have some of those like
vibe
old concepts that I just like haven't returned to in a while.
Hooray!
Sorry.
No help from me. My sentences were like C tier, but Yeah.
Nice work.
I mean, spiky realm, like hair, the shadow realm. I don't know. Like you needed to get there somehow.
The hero has the puzzle that got me. Because immediately
Yes.
you just
Yes, the puzzle!
Here's the
Yeah.
puzzle. You just immediately go sexy voice and then cardball.
Glorious, phenomenal person.
I watched the first 200 episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh and then stopped, like it's a hard stop right at 200. And they're all on YouTube. Are people aware?
Have you ever watched the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged with Little Karibo? It's like classic
They have
internet.
the milestone.
Orlando Bloom.
Oh yes, I have the
Yeah,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yes.
The double
Yeah.
that was circling all over the internet. Man, I love that so
She's
much.
so athletic.
Moto.
Orlando Bloom.
Simone Biles. Rosetta Stone.
Yes, we can, Mr. Magic. Hello.
Welcome to the stream.
We
They
also
have the same
actually
vibe.
They have the same
Simone
vibe
Biles.
as Simone Biles.
Audience is getting warmer.
I know who Simone Biles is.
The gymnast.
Gymnast. Okay.
Like the most dominant gymnast of all time, maybe? I'm not super. I follow the Olympics
Samantha Hala.
like the month of them,
Secretariat.
but I love them.
You know-
What are-
They're known for the athletic jock.
They're taller than
They're
Simone
taller.
Biles.
Nature Cat.
Michael Jordan.
And they are celebrated for the bouncy ball game.
I want to marry that
Megan
sentence,
Rapinoe.
but no kids.
Lois Griffin.
Oh,
Time is running out. Time to take some big swings.
you know, before this game actually
I'm
came
just
out,
gonna guess U.S. Women's National Team players.
They're nothing
you know-
like Tonya
oh.
Harding.
It's who's the one who took out
Maggie
Tanya
Simpson.
Harding?
Lisa
It's the other
Simpson.
way around.
Tight fast. We're down
Oh,
to the
no.
What's
wire.
her name?
They're a living, phenomenal body.
Lisa Lampanelli.
Mia Hamm.
Nobody guessed
I know this
it.
one. It's
Now
who's the
I get
one
to
who
keep
got
all
the
these
who's
points
the
for
one who
myself.
the lady who is oh no, I was nowhere close.
At
Oh
least
my
I'm
god!
not
Oh, we were no. Oh,
I should have known.
I went down a soccer rabbit hole.
Yeah, the
If you
bouncy
saw
ball.
the
Hey,
image
I
and
got-
thought,
I-
oh, that makes sense. Then hit my bet on
Bouncy.
your device.
That was
We're
that
bad.
was good. That was really good.
We're bad. That was
Category
us.
is
Oh.
king.
It's a big multicolored circle.
And we're off.
Big
Crumb
multi-
cake.
Well, thanks, Mr. Magic Hat, for
Shrimp cocktail.
all the games.
Color wheel.
It points to the shaped surface.
Oh man. So
Mecca.
someone asked a question before the show,
Compass.
and you can ask questions
It's
before the
bigger
show
than
if
color
you'd like.
wheel.
How did you make the background for Quiplash 3 and how long did that
Solar
take?
system.
I know that the background for Quiplash 3 was mostly Dave, right? It was, Dave
I
did
think
most-
it was Kyle.
Was it Kyle?
Right?
Yeah, okay.
I
We'll
think
get
it was
more-
almost all Kyle.
We'll get more of the information
I'm
on
so
that,
proud
but
of you for doing the words like
I wanted
that
to
and
bring this
making
up
the
mostly
sentences
because
so
the
good.
Quiplash 3 background was like one of the first times we did 3D art, and something that we talked about during
Category
that
is
time was like
bang.
motion sickness, and Quiplash 3 was one of the things that kind of brought out the motion sickness
It is a
setting if
little
you've never seen it
rectangle
before,
pyramid.
which was
Off
because
you
like everything was all like
go.
warbly and like gross. The motion sickness thing almost was
iPhone.
a necessity because we were like, okay, this thing just looks too gross and warbly, and it makes me uncomfortable, and I wouldn't hang out in a room.
Nintendo
with it.
Switch.
iPad.
But I know
It
we tweaked around with that
illustrates the
background for a while, but it seemed like it was almost immediate that
PlayStation
like the
5.
background was not there, and then immediately it became like this claymation cool warbliness.
Yeah, it's not.
Circle
It's
tennis.
this is all Kyle Fletcher stuff. I don't know, but I think it is 3D render. It's not actually handmade. I can tell you that much.
I think it was a video, right? We were playing
Alternatively,
You did it.
yes.
High-five each
Although
other.
it's entirely
Hug the
possible
dog,
Kyle's
smile politely at
entire
me.
apartment is actually just made out of clay, and
Category is
when he
person.
goes home,
Perfect.
he
happen to be a person
kind of like
myself.
slowly gets absorbed into like a clay ball,
They're thick,
and
nice beans.
that's how he like recharges.
Here we go.
He doesn't age, so it makes sense.
They are celebrated for the weather.
For the weather,
Marshmallow Man.
I don't know.
Okay, listen.
Uh,
Michael, I'm gonna need you to peer into my mind's eye, alright? Listen.
Oh no, this is you. Oh
Listen,
no.
you need to
He's
peer
so
into
out
my
of this
mind's
world.
eye. Okay, listen. Who do you think they would be acquaintances with? I think,
Frosty.
Michelin Man.
you know,
Buzz Aldrin.
Majuggernuggets.
There,
they
there's
get
something.
along with Reba McEntire.
They would be friends.
Oh
with
my
Reba
god.
McEntire.
This is a
They're known
three-course
for the
meal.
Fred Flintstone.
No, hold up. They're
Santa.
known, you know, they have a cape.
Known for the fictional cape.
Kelly Clarkson.
Oh.
Meatloaf.
Thomas Peterman.
Superman.
Christopher Ridge.
They're a lot like
know?
Superman.
Oh.
Steve Howie.
I mean, I don't know. Oh no.
Superman.
Captain.
Oh, hold up.
Batman.
Scarlet Palmers.
And they are in a comic about
Oh.
the warrior.
That
Okay.
sentence is a work of art.
I mean,
Captain
is this like
America.
super?
Oh, boom! Someone got it.
Oh man, I was
There you
going an incorrect gender on that one too. Oh my god.
Here's my favorite part about Thor.
Look at all the hard
Their
work
best
you
friend is
did.
Reba McEntire. Huge Reba McEntire fan. Wouldn't have guessed it.
Okay, it's
Big
finally
country boy,
your
that
turn.
Thor. Huh?
It's
You know,
story
churns his own
time.
butter.
It's like canon that Thor started like streaming on Twitch or something in the MCU, right? When he was on that island. It was weird. I don't know.
And a terrifying villain.
It was, yeah, just a weird.
Alice in
Thing.
Wonderland. Scarface.
The Thing.
Oh man.
Maleficent.
The thing about this game, which is
Whoa. A
wonderful
live-action guy.
and
101 Dalmatians.
unfortunate at the same time, is that it takes a lot of brain power.
Despicable
So
Me.
if you want to guess,
Yeah.
good luck
It's
trying
kind
to
of similar
solve.
to Maleficent.
What,
sentence,
Farhan, did
a
you
big
pulled one of the questions we had gotten ahead of time. What was it? I don't know if I ever answered. In
It
fact,
was-
I know I never
The
answered.
Beast.
You know, it was the background for Quiplash 3, actually.
Mulan.
So it was
Oh,
how
okay.
do we make that
We did talk
like I can pull up, there's another
Aladdin.
question from the background, which is how do you come up with how long actually
The
I'm
hero
gonna
is the movie.
quick audible. How long does it usually take to
Lion
make
King.
a singular game in a party pack pre-COVID and during COVID?
It's a different genre than Despicable Me.
This is a good question. Well,
Snow White.
there's kind of like two very distinct
Eventually,
modes
there's a
of
mischievous
operation at the studio, I would say. There's like a pre-production or like prototyping mode, and then there's a staffed game team
Nightmare
production
Before
mode,
Dark Crystal.
and
It's the same kind of.
it's
movie as The
very
Descendants.
rare for a game to have a full team around it and be
Christmas.
working on a thing longer than like a calendar year. Basically, to work on a game
Walking Dead.
on longer than one like party pack release date.
The corruption gets.
But some games
Almost over, keep guessing.
live in that like pre-production prototyping ideation space for many years. I think like Push the Button's a good example. I think it was kind of like being play tested and iterated on for 3 years before it got put into a party pack. And then once it was
Well, that didn't
I mean, we have a
go
green light
well,
process. Once
but I'm
it was
still
greenlit
lucky.
for a party pack, 8 months, 7 months.
It's time for the
So-
points. Don't let the numbers determine your self-worth. Self-worth
and-
should be based on how much
you know-
your dog respects you.
What was the question?
Ooh, ooh,
Yeah, and sometimes
round two.
sometimes ideas go through
Because this is round 2, I'm
really
doubling
quickly
the points.
too. So you mentioned
Here
the
we go
pre-production and the
again.
post-production.
Pick a
Sometimes the game
beautiful
will
new
get into pre-production really quickly, but then ending up
Remember,
taking a lot
you
more
don't
on
have to be
post-production
an
after
expert
it's
on
already
your
been proven
prompt.
to.
You just
So,
need to
I
know
don't
the
know,
main
there's
stuff.
a little
Like
bit of
how Friends is about a group of
shed a
colleagues.
little light on that too. Sometimes like games can
Each game is its own little unique story and has its own needs, and sometimes you need to like kind of prop up a game over a long period of time, but sometimes the
Write a
game
sentence to
just starts
describe your
running
new prompt.
and then runs away like into the street, and that's
you know that
bad.
you can scroll the lists up
Because
and
we didn't
down?
teach it about the
You
dangers
might have more
of
words than you think.
the motor system in America. But sometimes they just are real great.
Man, you really love
easy.
like the traffic system in our society, huh, man? You have some choice words. I do have some choice words for the traffic system in Illinois. Did you know that? Did I mention this already? I'm not sure. The Illinois traffic. If you take traffic school, they're like, "Yep, Princess Diana would have been Gucci if she just wore a seatbelt." And it's just like, "Oh, okay."
Wow.
Those words.
Wow, too soon. Too soon,
Directly.
I say.
I'm paraphrasing a little
another
bit, but they do
turn for
mention
you.
they're like Princess Diane
The
is
category
mentioned
is
in
story.
the in traffic school, and they're like, yeah, here's the safety hazards of a
It's a story about
seatbelt.
an
If Princess
incredible
Diana wore her
lateness human.
seatbelt, who would have
Here we go
known?
again.
It was just like, okay,
Wow, that's
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
very sad. I think my opinion is that we should just ban all cars, and you shouldn't be able to travel any further than something walking distance from you.
I completely disagree because you're a terrible
As a
human being.
vibrant
Cars are the
happy
best things
child.
on this planet, and I swear to God, if you
Groundhog
talk
Day.
about cars again, I will phone your mother. We're gonna talk about this at dinner, young man.
Tom and Dan, Jerry, 2020.
No! I'm gonna go to my room and play video games again. Don't come in.
Mom, stop.
Just ride a bike.
Has the
Exactly,
same vibe
Conk.
as
Thank
Tom
you.
and Dan,
You
Jerry,
can't go room on a
2021.
bike.
Dragon.
You can go on a bike. There's the whole subsection of bikes that
My
are.
God, listen, but then you're gonna put a motor on it, and then you might as well just make a car. At that point.
I draw the line between
the
3 and
only
4
way.
wheels.
The
That's where I
only
draw the
way
line.
I can go room on a bike, on a
Brave.
the way God intended bike.
It's kinda similar
dropping
to Up
food
and
secular
Inside
references. The way, okay, is if you have thunder thighs, you have to have you have to do squats forever, so that way you can have the natural zoom. And I'm not about to go to the gym for 2 months straight just to
Your
go as
story.
fast as my car. It just seems unreasonable.
Rate a tummy.
Get your guesses in before this thing
Uh,
wraps
Bikes are
up.
cooler.
Okay.
Monsters Incorporated.
Yeah, I think I have the thighs
Hey,
for it.
presenter.
I think I
speak
do.
button on your
Oh,
device
this
will
was
whisk you away
confident.
to a new
All right.
sentence with new words.
I don't want to go out on too much of a limb, but I'm also just trying to think of Pixar films
Hero
now.
hates the cat.
Explain.
Time is ticking. Hurry, hurry.
Oh,
Oh,
you were talking about the
Ferdinand.
question.
Garfield.
My bad.
The question. Garfield. The hero hates the cat. Someone guessed Ratatouille already. So what was it?
That's a good one.
Oh, I would have kept guessing.
Oof, total failure.
Pixar.
No problem. The party goes on.
Soul, the movie.
What's the? Oh,
This
man.
is gonna be a
Jazz.
person. Delightful. I
It
love
just got
you.
nominated for Best Animated Picture. Are you up on your Oscar nominations, Farhan?
Very
I am.
youthful.
Do you have an Oscar ballot? Are you more
watch
likely
it.
to have an Oscar ballot? Are you a person who's more likely to have or a March Madness bracket?
I am neither. I am comfortably gonna be playing.
Okay, so you
Sonic
don't
Championship.
participate in the
No.
culture at large.
I didn't have, no. When Game of Thrones happened, when the Game of Thrones season ended, I was just like, okay,
Jesus.
whatever. I guess I'm gonna watch this show now because everybody's part of it.
Okay,
Lost
yeah.
lady.
I do.
He's
I would like to
surrounded.
make a
Stewie.
What a sweet little
Oscars
sentence.
bracket though.
The menace.
I feel
Kangaroo.
like if we had movies, if you took the protagonists from each of these movies and then put them in a pugilist match, who would win?
Death Stranding baby.
Okay.
Minnie Mouse.
They're more famous than who.
Oh, dude, I got
It's
it.
probably better than whatever metrics.
Got
It's
it.
probably better than whatever metrics the Academy's using right now. Motorbikes are cooler than cars. I agree. They're also much more dangerous. But that's what cool is. Cool is danger.
It's throwing
I
caution in the
mean-
wind. It really is. I mean, you
Yeah.
never see a cool guy wearing a helmet, but here's a fun fact. You never see...
Known for the not
Um,
bored friend group.
Are you gonna burn bright and short? What's the phrase? I don't know.
I got nothing.
Wear a helmet. Don't die on a bike.
Basically, no.
Explorer.
Yes, wear a helmet. That's from a
That's the
personal
lesson.
experience.
That's today's. Yeah, you
Let me
started
give you
bleeding
some
out of your head.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
man, I bonked my noggin hard.
Roll
like,
Molly.
hard.
And they dislike the
When,
sport.
oh, thank God I didn't do anything.
Molly.
You never see a dead guy being cool. See,
The guy being cool.
got me.
Leonardo.
There you go. You can't be cool if you're dead.
I don't know. I don't know. I've seen some cool dead guys.
Yeah, man. Like that.
Charlie
Houdini,
Brown.
Where'd he go?
Baby
You'll
was
get
or
him next
child
time,
is the
Tiger.
thing that
And
I
if
started
you
going
don't,
too
you will
young.
cease to be my tiger.
That was my problem. It's funny. I get stuck into ruts and guessing so quickly when I'm having the side
category
conversation
is
as well.
Story.
It's like, oh yes, child must be a babe, baby.
It's a story about a
Those,
fantastic
those are
place.
all great clues, by the
Let's
way.
do
I
Charlie
got-
Brown is bad.
I kept talking about bonking my noggin. But wear a helmet.
The never-ending
It'll end up
story.
costing you quite a bit of money. If it's
And
a
a free
monetary
beer.
problem, then, you know, here's the thing. A helmet costs $50. The emergency
Tale of Two
room,
Cities.
plus your headphones, plus making your mom cry, priceless.
Wizard of
So,
Oz.
not priceless. It's too much, so don't do it.
It's a different genre than Wizard of Oz.
Willy Wonka.
Whoa. A furry mammal.
Whoa, a furry
fabulous
mammal.
sentence
Dang it.
It has the same
It's the same vibe as
Winnie
Winnie
the
the Pooh, huh?
Piglet.
I'm so stuck on Cats the musical, and I'm so sad that it's not.
Star Wars.
My Little Pony.
You know, I still
hero
haven't
partners
seen
with
Cats
the
the
cop.
musical, but I
Hero
know...
partners with the cop. Is this Cats and Dogs?
No, dude, this is...
Cats and dogs.
Monster Incorporated.
Oh, Monster Inc.
Roger Rabbit.
That would have been good. Oh, or
See, I thought Roger Rabbit too.
It's kind of
kind of
similar
similar
to
to Lion King
Kind of similar to Lion King.
I'm
Oh,
jealous of
dude,
that sentence.
I got it.
with a cop.
I got it.
Oh,
Detect.
Tiger Queen. Damn it.
Zootopia. Fuck. I was gonna get it.
Man,
I was typing it.
Zootopia's
I really thought the stream delay would give me more of an advantage.
Nice.
Um,
You did this
No.
very specific.
Oh.
friend.
Lemon, why? That's okay. Loss is a part of life too. It's about growth.
They're a gooey substance.
Off you go.
Oh god, that is not a good description. Why did I pick that?
No, I'm loving. I'm reading all of these in your voice, and it just makes so much. What is the liquid you pour Code Red into
alright.
in TMP? I
They
think.
sing about the
I think it's melted ice cream. I think that's what's actually in the cups, which is bizarre because TMP2 came out so much sooner than this ice cream line. But we do have an exclusive contract with Tyra Banks.
Puff Marshmallow.
They're more famous than Poggers.
More famous than Farhan, I am
Yeah? Listen, man.
I'm so
They're
lost.
more famous than
He's
Poggers.
so goofy.
He's so goofy, dude. You don't even understand the level of goof, dude. He's such a goofball.
SpongeBob.
Michael, pay attention to my mind's eye. Who's the goofiest man you can think of?
Epic
Thought
gamer
that would
moment.
work.
I swear to God, if you say me, I'm gonna be mad.
Pizza the Hut.
Moto.
Oh man.
Let's see. Okay. I'm getting some vibes. I'm getting some vibes. They're coming in.
Oh,
This might be
time is
good.
ticking. Hurry,
This might be
hurry.
good. Oh man, I gotta.
Baby Yoda from the
Mario?
Mandalorian.
Known for the goofy hair.
Oh please.
More famous. More famous. What?
Listen. I'm trying. I'm
Ewoks.
trying my best.
Ronald
Please
McDonald.
don't look at me.
Jimmy Neutron.
Whoever said my name, that's not cool.
Oh, who's the baby guy?
Oh no, that's not
Dang.
that. It's not that. Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh boy. Just no.
Maybe. Oh no!
No, yeah.
Shameful.
See,
You'll
because
get 'em next time.
okay, it's
And
the
if you
gooey
don't, you'll
substance
get
that
'em the
threw
next
everybody off.
time.
I feel.
Gooey.
Listen, everybody went
no.
flubber. I get. Owen is so mad at me. Like, well, I mean,
Owen's so mad.
when
Oh my God.
listen, your sides will be busted, and you'll
What's
be gooey.
what's
That's-
Owen's real name, by the way? I keep forgetting what Owen's real name is. I
Oh,
think it starts with
we can't tell that to the public.
Turbo.
That's
Oh
not
yeah, we
allowed.
can't. We can't. Oh yeah, it's not. That is not our. That is not our truth
Tron.
to speak.
Carrot Top
Yeah,
is so close.
I'm kind of with Conk here. It's like,
Okay, you
and
say
this
go
is why I
get
started
back.
talking
We get
about
it.
cars, and I'm sorry. Oh.
You should seriously think about.
But what an
publishing
opening hint. I'm selecting the easy ones because brain.
that
But
story. Time to attend
like
tale.
you have happy shiny like objects or whatever as your first. I mean, cars, man.
See, that makes a lot of
Cars.
sense. My ambitious ass instead went with Gooey Al Yankovic, man. That's a
Benjamin
good one to
Button.
pick. You know, Mr. Yankovic, he's just so gooey and goofy hair.
I think there are very few,
Stuart Little.
very few
And animation
adjectives that
situation.
could not be used to describe Weird Al Yankovic.
I feel like gooey
think.
needs to be normalized more.
Boss baby.
I
The
feel like we
milkshake
need to
girl
be
from
using
Grubhub.
gooey in more of our normal speech. Like,
Star Wars.
Gooey?
yeah, like,
Yeah, I
imagine
mean-
it's like,
The Zoom Zoom
oh
Kids.
man, how's your dinner? Ah, gooey. That makes sense. But like, if you're like, I don't know, hey man,
The way you used gooey right there is more like synonym for Gucci.
Gooch. Oh,
Like,
Harry Potter Man that found the
Is
burger.
it-
how's that burger? Gooey.
Oh shit.
It's gooey.
But-
No.
Holiday.
A mischievous holiday.
Marvelous
You know-
sentence.
Gooey kind of is a negative descriptor. The more I think about it, it
Avatar:
sounds
The
like
Last
it has an
Airbender.
implication that I don't like. Because the second you're like,
Rudolph.
if you take anything and describe it as gooey, it's,
A Christmas
Santa.
Story.
I don't know, it
Polar
doesn't seem as
Express.
appetizing.
Grinch.
We're nearing the end.
How's your
yes,
computer?
yes.
Gooey.
Gooey.
Christ. What happened?
Oh.
It's nothing like
Boogie boogie. Good.
How's your car?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
It's like real gooey.
Is a theme.
It's like, oh, are you gonna take it into a shop? It's like, no. No, I like it that way. I like it gooey.
Non-Newtonian fluid. You sit down, they're hard, and then you just into the
You
chest.
slowly, we're going back to the Kyle's clay apartment, where he kind of just,
It would be wild to find out if
I'll
Kyle
say
was
the
gonna be at the
problem
end of
was
all this.
A lack of confidence.
that would be wild. Yeah,
Let's see how the
we
scores
don't know.
shook out.
And we might never.
It gives me great pleasure to announce the winner is
The winner is certainly not me.
The audience one.
the audience.
Wow.
Y'all
You know what? I like to
killed
think
it.
that
Thanks
on
for
this stream, the
playing.
audience is always
Bye.
winning
Let's all
Pretty.
promise to meet
I
back
would.
up here in 10
I'd
years,
like to
okay?
believe so.
Promise?
You know, we're
because we're just so chock full of life advice. Like don't wear a helmet.
whoa,
Cigarettes
whoa, whoa, whoa,
are
whoa,
in
whoa.
right now.
Cigarettes are
So
in.
pick up smoking. You'll get tons of friends.
Why?
You know that famous actor who smokes in the movies. You'll be as successful as them if you start smoking. But you just gotta start young, so you have time to build up to it.
You know, what's some other fantastic life advice we can give? You know, play basketball.
Your kids are
in the
watching, but
streets.
they don't understand yet.
No.
They haven't seen the images of Leonardo DiCaprio smoking yet to understand even that it's the coolest thing ever.
Leonardo DiCaprio smokes?
I don't. Well, he vapes actually.
No, not in my Christian household. That's not happening.
100%.
He vapes?
Leonardo DiCaprio vapes.
I-
Vapes like a big box vape. Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't even know he was part of the vape. That's amazing. See, but that makes me.
Part of
I'm
Vape
not gonna
Nation,
lie, that makes
yeah.
him a little less cool for me.
Oh, it totally does. What? It totally does.
Leonardo da Vinci vapes.
It's
Oh
like
my god.
it's like leather jacket. Like I only smoke unfiltered or whatever. You know the thing from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and then it's like just him like sucking hard on a vape box. I don't know.
Oh man, fucking hard
so
on a
much less
vape box.
cool.
These are the words that are coming out of your mouth right now. I will say,
I'm
though,
saying. It's
I
just
will
less
say
cool.
the one thing I do love about the vape craze and the vape nation is that, like, in college, I'm gonna, in the background, let me start up another game. We're gonna play a game of Dictionarium while we're
A
just
video game?
Yeah. Oh well,
Of
we're
some
just straight
sort,
up
yes.
making up advice. We're making up everything on the fly. So might as well make up some words. Am I right? But
You are right
Mhm.
to answer your question. You're absolutely right. And what better way to kind of we should try and incorporate whatever words we create in space into our diary entry if we can. That depends on you, the audience, though. If the hive mind comes up with a not fun word, it will I'll have to be on the cutting room floor. And failure is another one of those things that we all have to learn how to deal with. But it's like when I lost to Lemon for guessing Zootopia, a film I've never seen and probably will never. But the fact that I couldn't type it in faster than Lemon is going to stick with me. So we'll just have to work through this stuff together.
My God, I feel like you're using this time to vent properly, and I really appreciate it because
I mean, let me tell you, something that men have figured out: podcasts cheaper than therapy. So we just keep making them.
Amen. It's cathartic. We, much like Menards, we're passing our problems on to you. So here's the rebates, and that's in a few months' time, you're gonna come back to us for toilet paper, and we're gonna welcome you with open arms. How about that?
That's the best. That's the best metaphor I've ever heard.
Words Charlotte wove into her spider web. But E.B. White did that part.
Oh my! Amazing.
Only the best life advice here.
I believe that you can do this. Of course,
Oh.
I believe in a lot of wacky things.
Well, this first one was quite easy for me. Kind of pulled on my Italian heritage a bit. So I'm just gonna need you all to respect whatever my definition is and vote for it. Otherwise, we get a bunch of angry Italians, and we're not very nice.
Oh man.
We're all in the mob.
Oh, is
Still.
that right? So
Yeah.
now, as a resident mob man, Olive Garden. Thoughts?
I mean,
Thoughts, or give us a little.
look,
give us a little,
I think
hint,
Olive Garden. I think that people misunderstand Olive Garden.
Be very careful with
because-
these
Definitions.
Wait, well, this is my word.
words. No,
I just want to say.
No, I know. I'm about to get real offended, depending on your name.
Okay, so what we're saying is that Olive Garden is often misunderstood because people, I think, go there expecting something that Olive Garden cannot provide. But what Olive Garden can provide is, good company, a hearty meal,
You can award
unlimited
the
breadsticks,
ones that stole your
unlimited salad, and unforgettable memories. And I think that if you go into your Olive Garden experience with that, then you'll always leave satisfied because, you know, we said it a million times, but
Someone still has not voted.
you're your family.
That
So
person should vote.
You know what my favorite
I will
thing-
say
The big
the big CD is overrated.
You shut
No.
your mouth. You eat
Okay.
your mouth.
I don't
because
know.
That is incorrect. I swear to God, the baked CD is the best. First of all. Second of all,
I think I just a brief. My last birthday in college, my entire house, there's 11 of us. We all went out to Olive Garden and just pushed a bunch of tables together and had a big, like, family style meal. We're all like plates, and you know, it was great. And I wouldn't trade that for the world. And I think that people who hate on Olive Garden just they just don't like fun. And you know, that's their problem.
you want me to ruin your life for just a little bit, if it wasn't ruined already?
Ruin my life. Well,
I went
that
to
assumes
Olive
a
Garden.
lot about.
I went to Olive Garden recently. That assumes a lot. I know. But here's why. Because you said you had family. Oh, let me tell you something right now. Family's gone. The family has ditched us. We showed up to the family gathering. They were like, "Hey, come to Mansfield Park for the barbecue." No one was there. And then here's why. They got rid of unlimited breadsticks. I went there last time. Unlimited
Whoa.
breadsticks were included. I know. What does this world come to? I don't understand. See?
No,
what I'm saying.
I'm actually very concerned. What?
That's what I'm
What
saying.
do you
We
mean?
need to check up on Olive Garden because I think Olive Garden's having a tough time, and we need to, I don't know, as their parents, as their older siblings, you will, as their older brothers, we need to make sure that they're doing okay. Because
We need to start a GoFundMe. You know, it'll go right next to the GoFundMe
Now it's time
because the lack of universal health care. But
Mm-hmm,
after that, we need to focus on Olive Garden because if we can't have
thing as the definition of
bread
advice.
and salad,
Think too
then
hard.
like what?
Right. That
What is the point of the health? Why even say, like, if I was on deathbed, like, I'm like, oh, don't even bother setting up a page. I can't get unlimited breadsticks at Olive Garden. I just don't want this operation. It won't be worth it.
well, I mean,
Because it's the garlic, salty, buttery masterpiece of just breadsticks coming in from all sides and angles and just a plate.
you must submit. You must do it now.
So
I see, it's, I mean, like, I think my biggest problem, and, it's the heartbreak. You know, it's kind of like you're going in there with an expectation.
It's the
You're
betrayal.
going in there, yeah. You walk in there and you're like,
Yeah.
okay, well, you know, maybe I'm gonna. Like, there's one thing you can't expect. You can't expect a good meal, but you can expect bread, right? Like, you can't.
you
go
can
in there.
expect bread.
You can expect bread. You go in there and you're like, okay, you know, this baked ziti it's not how mama used to make, but it's still bread, and that's all I'm here for.
Right.
And like, at least I got some bread, and I got some
Hey.
bread. And I'm full. But the problem is that now
Look,
I have to go
it's-
in there and I have to pay for the bread. I have to spend bread to get bread, which, like, I get it. You know, money
Bread for
goods
bread?
and services.
No. Look, it's not your ma's. It's not your ma's lasagna, but
This is in your ma's Olive Garden, am I right? Ain't your ma's Olive Garden. Oh, can anyone play? Is everybody not able to play?
well,
Oh,
you can join the audience for now. In terms of getting into the game,
Definition.
it's at the start. It's first come first serve kind of deal. Much like life.
Why does everything have to come back to some sort of like commentary on life?
I thought.
Well, I guess it's a life
I,
advice show. I keep forgetting our theme. That's on me. That's on
Yeah,
me.
Farhan, I'm giving you as many options
Vote.
to
Right.
pull from for when we have to write one. And I write from a place of utter abundance as opposed to any semblance of quality. And it served me well so far.
And the official synonym that is replacing
Well, served me well, I guess. Maybe perhaps that judgment should be reserved for an external validator, but know. They let me on this show.
I like how our only qualification at this point is, well, they let me on this show, so like, someone's listening, right?
Isn't this true? This is a broader life. Anyone's only qualification is their past. It's like if you accidentally get let into meeting room, like, oops, career, you know, that is how it goes.
Is the code posted on Discord or just here? The code is on here, but you should be able to see it through our Twitch extension as well. It's ANTB. If you're looking for it, it's in the top right corner of the game screen. Is that top left? Top right. Yeah, no, I got it. Yes, we are the devs at Jackbox. We're not all of Jackbox, we're just the gameplay engineers.
No, we are the entire. No, we are. I'm Games, and Farhan is Jackbox, and we make up Jackbox games.
Your boy comes
That's it.
first.
There's
I'm
two of
first
us.
billing. That's all that matters.
Yes, yeah. I lost that. There were lures involved. There was a quippy, fast-paced script a la The Social Network that was written about our feud, but unfortunately, slightly less lucrative than Facebook. So, movie never got greenlit.
Right. I mean, the biggest thing is like people ask me why'd you get into video games, and I looked at them and said the money. You know, you only get into video games if you want to make oodles of cashola. That's all I have to say. You know, it's just. Anybody who knows, this is not true.
I looked around at the world and was like, you know what we need more of?
Money.
Just
we need money.
Money.
And games. If my name isn't Mr. Jackbox.
Well, my friend, what is he? He's a lawyer.
Not good enough.
Meh. Not good enough. The real money.
What?
Video games.
Okay, what's that Jeffy B up to? Well, get him on the horn. How do you make his millions? We can do that.
Jeffy B. Farhan, I was just perusing your Twitter, and I was reminded of that Gorillaz remix that you made with Bezos is laughing at the mechanic going into Feel Good Inc.
To set
A classic.
To set the context for that specific tweet, I've never tweeted anything in my entire life, by the way. For those who know, I have one tweet.
It might be your only tweet.
It is literally.
And I think
my
I was there
only tweet.
for you making
You
it.
were. So we were, Michael
yeah.
and I, the reason why this, to peel back the curtain, one of the reasons why this show is called Devs and Diaries is because Michael and I also play D&D together. And while we were playing D&D, he showed me a picture of Jeff Bezos just looking at the camera maniacally with his hands up and like as a robot, and he goes, and immediately, if you don't go after that, I don't know what you think. Right, and then that nasty bass line, it's immediately, but it's man, Jeffy Spaghetti, I miss him.
This is exactly
Palocciolo.
what I am needed.
Palocciolo.
Oh, man. Well, you know what? You present the sauce and
Palocciolo.
I have to sip it. This is just how this works.
See, people misunderstand a Palocciolo. It's a prerequisite to making any good cheese, because you got to make sure that it's starting to culture the milk before it. I'm about to betray my severe lack of understanding about how cheese is made. How did I win this game? How on earth did these points win? Such that I won the game.
Hey, you know.
Oh no.
It looks like you're good at making things up. If I had to say something,
If I am really not going to look into the amount of attention I was paying between the conversation and the game and how I I utterly failed at both and yet succeeded in one.
You know what? Just for that,
It was a tie, though.
the
It
real
was a
winner
tie.
is Uncultured 9, because what you're telling me is that you just fell into first place. You didn't work for it. Uncultured 9, they worked for it. They were cultured while
They
you were the
pulled themselves up by
uncultured
their bootstraps, and
they worked for
I will
it.
not be hearing. Yeah, you're right. No, you're totally right. I mean, I am. Take a look at me. I have overcome very little to come into the situation in which I am. So yes, I fell into victory in every sense of the phrase.
All right.
But 1,520 points, can't deny that. That's a number,
Hey,
and
man.
that's science. So
That's a lot more points than I have. And I feel like that's a good point for us to ponder our day. You know, what kind of day have we had?
it's been a full day. I feel like we've learned a lot. Also, what was the word that we came up with just now?
What was the word we just came up with? We came up with a
it's-
word? Oh.
It'll be in your archive.
Yeah. We have
It's like
earbeams?
Polocciolo.
Oh,
Polocciolo, I think.
I think
Polocciolo.
it was. Here, let me pull the game back up. Yeah, Polocciolo.
Polocciolo. Beautiful.
The tentative sip of milk you take to test if it's spoiled. Okay. So let's.
That is science. I don't know, Zach. Science and math are. I mean, I'm no scientist or mathematician, but my opinion on this is that they are the. So.
All right.
Uh,
So, what have we learned today, Michael? Last week we were talking about believing in yourself and, talking about believing in your projects. This time, what do we discuss? Let's have a quick recap and what's
I think a lot of the themes for today were kind of centered around like disappointment and like dealing with the horror of your life in a breadstickless world. And
managing expectations, maybe.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. We talked about how some games, take 3, maybe even more years before they find their way in the party pack.
This is true. This is true.
And that's a lot of rejection. There's a lot of waiting involved, much like the process that spoils milk.
Ooh.
Is time.
I
So
like
time
it.
as a through line. A through line for this episode has been time. It's also
Time. Oh,
taken time
I like it.
to this point from when we started.
I'm here. So this one, last one, this one's gonna be. Oh man. Oh geez. Oh man. All right. So we're gonna do time. This one's all about time. Yes. Spoiled milk. What else? We have milk that spoils. We have things that ferment. We have projects that develop.
And cheese, only comes from the sour.
Oh, right.
You
we
know,
talked about cheese for a little bit, right? Okay. So, how do we tie this all? How do we tie this all back in? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I have to make a quick addendum because someone said that there's this restaurant called Fazoli's, and they still have unlimited breadsticks. So for anybody that's listening out there,
Fazoli. Oh,
if you're
you
wondering-
haven't been to Fazoli's?
I've never heard of Fazoli's.
Farhan.
This is crazy.
Farhan, we got to get that vaccine. We got to get that vaccine good in our veins, and we got to go to Fazoli's.
Oh man,
Those are the only 2 things we have left to do.
Get that vaccine, make yourself
Our-
feel
our-
like Captain Planet. He's a hero. He's gonna take COVID
And
down
then
to
you'll be
0.
brought right back down to earth. You'll be brought right back down to earth without microwave frozen pasta, baby. Fazoli's is like Olive Garden, but you can see into the kitchen where they pull out the frozen dishes and then microwave.
So they're not even trying to pull anything.
They're not
over your
even
eyes.
trying.
They're like, listen.
That being said,
you
I
know
mean,
this is frozen.
I grew up on Fazoli's. It has a special place in my heart. So, I mean it no disrespect. Well, I mean it it deserves some amount of disrespect, but also our love, like family.
Okay.
So,
Oh, family was a big one too. When you hear your family.
family was when you hear your family
When you hear your
and
family, manage
I don't know how to.
expectations.
I don't know how to get the Polocciolo in here.
I gotta look up Polocciolo. I gotta look up what that means again. It's the first sip you take before the spilled milk,
it's
right?
the sip. It's the sip to test if it's spoiled, which I feel like is it's like don't let the Polocciolo in your life get in the way of progress, or just like get in the way. Don't let the Polocciolo.
No,
How
no
about
use crying over Polocciolo. How about that?
no use crying over Polocciolo. I feel like no use crying over Polocciolo, and then if I may, a comma, a comma.
Yeah.
Like something like time heals all wounds,
Okay.
or like there's no cheese without spoiled milk.
Oh, how about we go?
I'm trying to put the definition of Polocciolo in the sentence.
How about how about we take it back to the old country? A lot of the times when my dad used to tell me monikers are like old type of things, he'll be like, Farhan, when you go to the forest, it's a tree. The tree is gonna be green. It could be something along those lines. So what if we did like, at the start of the day, it's just Polocciolo. At the end of the day, it's mozzarella Olive Garden, and then call it.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful.
Isn't it?
I love that.
All right.
I love that. And that's a lesson we can all take. All of us can take and
the meaning behind that
internalize it here.
You might have sour milk at the beginning of your day, and your day might start off sour, but you know how ooey gooey mozzarella is. Think about the end game sometimes.
For Han, that like it hits you here, it like hits you right here, but then it stays here. It stays right here, and I think that it's just such a beautiful diary entry, if I do say so myself. We are we're learning so much, I think, about ourselves and about life. And I'm so glad we have this diary to keep track of it, because otherwise I'll just forget it all.
No, absolutely. So, I mean, it's sage wisdom that needs to be passed on to the next generation for sure. I don't know who that generation is. I don't know what that sage advice is, but something's getting passed. And I'm happy we're here for that. I feel like we're contributing to a passing of sorts. Time, maybe.
Time. Yes. A theme emerges. A theme emerges from the fold, if you will, from the crust of the or from the culture, or from the fumes from the milk. These are all sources of inspiration for us. Nate, if you're just joining, you've missed a good one. But
good is subjective.
To answer your question would take roughly 1 hour, and luckily for you, we will be back in 1 week, and you can see this whole process happen over again on the next Devs and Diaries.
Yeah. And stay tuned. And if you have any other questions, I know there were some questions that were submitted at the end that were a little bit more dev related. If you're looking for actual, if you want answers to those questions, I think we're going to be sending out a Twitter post for you to ask those questions. So if you feel like a question was here and you want it to be taken seriously and actually answered instead of us just goofing off, submit it on there and we'll definitely get to it, and we'll probably answer it there.
Yeah, or tweet it for Han. And that's the other way to do it.
Tweet at me, and I may or may not check it. Spoiler alert, it probably will not. But Tweet at me anyways. It makes me feel special.
It gives me the good chemicals in my
It
brain.
gives me serotonin. All right. Y'all have a wonderful day now. You hear?
Bye bye.
Take care, everyone.